Hey everybody, Zach from Night2 here with another Movie Memories Monday for you. It's kind of late at night where I am right now, so excuse the lighting, as you can see. It's going to be, for the obvious, by the title, the movie Shrek. Shrek came out in 2001, and I believe this was the very first CGI movie that DreamWorks has made. They've made films prior. They're always either live action or they were animated, but never 3D animated, and it competed with Pixar for a while. Shrek had 4 films and then maybe a couple mini movies, which were, I think, Shrek, what was it, I think it was called? Was it Shrektacular or something about Shrektacular? Then they also have Shrek the Halls, which is my personal favorite specials. I actually have both my original VHS copy and a DVD copy. This is the same DVD I unboxed 5 years ago on my channel, and it's actually my second highest viewed DVD video on my channel, and it's kind of surprising how much dislikes that video has. Mainly because of it had poor quality, and I was still starting out. I was only about a little over a year into my channel at the time, so I didn't even get HD until last year. No, 2 years ago. 2 years ago. I lied. 2015 is when I got HD. But I got this camera last year. Definitely enjoyed the new, much better picture quality. I just wish I had a nicer lighting effect for all of you. But anyway, going back to Shrek. Shrek is, when it comes to DreamWorks, one of my favorite franchises of DreamWorks altogether. I love the Shrek films. I love all 4 of them. I don't know why people hate Shrek 3 and 4 a lot. 4 was, honestly, I'd say it's a tough one. I'd say it's probably my second favorite Shrek film. I think my first favorite is probably Shrek 2, then Shrek 4, then Shrek 1, then Shrek 3. That's how I rate them. 3 is my least favorite, but it's still such a good film. This is actually the same one I unboxed 5 years ago. Still in its good condition, because I've watched it a handful of times since I've gotten it. But I remember watching this one growing up. I'm going to talk more about the VHS one real quick. As you can see, it's kind of broken up and damaged. You see this piece right here? Growing up, when we got this as a family, I originally thought since this was a really huge case and just for one VHS tape at the time, which I can actually take out for you. There's Shrek on VHS for you guys. But I always thought there was something in this little piece here, whether or not be like a little extra for people who purchased the VHS copy. But I was determined to get that thing open, and it was, I think, there was nothing at all in it. And I tried taping it back up, but that tape didn't last. Its condition is beaten up, but I'm going to someday hunt for a better condition VHS copy. I'm still going to keep our original one too, because I still have our original Toy Story, and that one I replaced with a nicer conditioned one. Here's the back arts for Shrek on VHS. Very similar to how it does look now. Let's see. I think we seen Shrek in theaters when I was younger. I think I was only 9 at the time. Yeah, I was 9 when Shrek came out in 2001. I remember playing a Shrek game on the Game Boy Color. I'm not sure if it was like a fighting game for the Game Boy Color. I don't remember what Shrek game that was, but it was very fun. I loved it as a kid. Very addicting to play. I'm definitely going to get to all the other Shreks later on at some point, but I actually have ideas for the rest of this month, and I also have ideas for all of October for Halloween special ones. Those are going to be coming, so don't worry about that. I got quite a few videos planned for October. But Shrek, let's see, voiced by Mike Myers, and Donkey's voiced by Eddie Murphy. Let's see, Cameron Diaz is Princess Fiona, and John Lithgow? Yeah, Lithgow. Played Lord Farquaad. Very well casted. Love the humor. This was pretty much a movie to kind of like taunt Disney. It's a film that kind of makes fun of all of their films, their franchises, and I thought it was hilarious. And its CG at the time was so impressive at its time. It still looks good today. It doesn't look like terrible, but By today's standards, people will probably think it looks terrible, but I'd still say it looks great for 2001. A movie that is 16 years old now. Every time I pull out a VHS, it always makes me feel old, so I'm always going to say that. Let's see, Shrek. I don't remember when we got this VHS copy. I'm not sure if we got it soon after it launched on VHS. But I've watched this film over and over and over again. Could never get enough of this. And what's funny is that when they put this movie on TV at times, when they do reruns of Shrek 1, they would actually take some scenes out and get rid of some language. And I could definitely agree with the language that it wasn't necessary in a film, but taking out some bits and pieces that were in the film that weren't on the TV version was kind of odd to see. But I've always got the original, and I always got... Oh, there goes that. Alright, there goes the DVD version. There we go. More in focus. Funny thing is, the sleeve is really nice. You've seen my unboxing already probably for this, since it's my second highest viewed video. And it actually has the... Oh, there goes my lighting. Oh, there it goes. Awesome. Anyway, this actually has the exact same cover art as the VHS copy. Just with some minor... Let's see if I can get it. Minor differences and also bonus features. It's honestly almost identical to it. But I'm glad they chose to do that because of, well, I liked the box art originally, so I didn't think it really needed changed. And I actually do have all 4 Shrek films. I'm probably not going to do unboxings for probably Shrek 2 ever or Shrek 3 because I already have had them. Shrek 2 we've had since it was first out on DVD, and I love Shrek 2. Yeah, let's see. Was there anything else? I think I remember seeing a behind the scenes on the DVD version of the person who played Gingy was actually I think one of the directors of the film, which is very, very genius. And I'd say one of my favorite voice actors for this, other than Mike Myers, who did Shrek. Eddie Murphy did a hilarious job as Donkey. I guess they in the behind the scenes they said that every time they see Eddie Murphy they think of Donkey immediately because of his amazing work as him. He's also played Mushu in Mulan, and he's also played in Daddy Daycare. In only the first film for some reason and not in the second. I prefer the first one anyway. So, let's see, who else? What else? Everyone who knows about Shrek should at least know how the story goes for the very first film. It's been out for 16 years, and I'm hoping that everyone has seen it by now. So I don't really need to explain the movie Shrek to everybody. But it's always been a classic in my mind. It's always going to be one of my favorites from DreamWorks. Obviously, I also love other films from them, like Kung Fu Panda. What else did they make that I really like? I like Megamind. Really like that. I would love to see a sequel. Most likely never going to happen, but I would love to see a sequel. What else do they have that I actually have? See, I want to see Boss Baby 2. I've heard someone tell me in the comments that Universal Studios is making its sequel, not DreamWorks, which would be kind of surprising. I would like to see a Boss Baby 2. And I would definitely love to see Captain Underpants, the second film. Oh, watch out for that on Tuesday. I'm going to unbox that for sure. DreamWorks has made several films over the years. Kind of wish both Disney. I wish Pixar would make an like a 2D animated film. That would be amazing because Pixar's really good with storytelling and with art style usually. So I would love to see them do 2D animation, and I would like to see DreamWorks go back to 2D animation sometimes. Let's see. I think just like Toy Story, I would actually watch it so many times where I could memorize a lot of what they would say in this film. Like, mimic him while they're saying it. It was pure gold. Yeah, it does say mild language. I was actually surprised they put that. I don't remember seeing that on the DVD copy. Oh, it does. But that's pretty much all I have to say. Love Shrek, and would love to see a 5th film. Even though it's always been rumored since Shrek 4 ended that there's going to be a 5th. Who knows if they're going to be making a 5th one. A lot of people think it's kind of like dragging it and kind of like dragging it into the ground, being overdone. I don't mind seeing more Shreks as long as they can keep the storyline really well. and keep the CG still as nice as either 4 or maybe a little nicer now. That's pretty much it. Tell me in the comments below what you guys and girls think of this video, what you think of Shrek, the original Shrek, and personally which one is your favorite. And sorry about the lighting if you guys don't like the darkness. I was planning to make this video earlier, but I had family over, so I couldn't do it at the time. But that's pretty much it. See you guys next time, and God bless to all.